Hello. All right. So I'm going to show you how to make your estimated quarterly tax payment on the IRS website. I'm going to pay now with direct pay. I'm going to make a payment. Okay. Really important. You've got to select the right reason for the payment. So I'm paying on April 15th, a little before that. And I am not paying the balance due for my tax return, even though that is also due on April 15th. I'm making the first quarterly tax payment for 2024. And so I am going to select estimated tax. Very important to get that selection right. If you don't, you're going to not get the proper credit for the taxes that you paid. All right, I'm applying it to 1040 ES. That's pre-selected, which is nice. The tax period is 2024, right? So understand that your tax return, due April 15th, is for the year that just ended. That would be 2023. But my estimated quarterly taxes are for this year. So that's tax period 2024. Okay, so this is correct. All right, continue. All right. So they want to just make sure that I'm the correct taxpayer, right? There might be other people with my same name. If your name is John Smith, for example, or, there's lots of people who have your name. So this really is just picking a past tax return and verifying some information that was on it. Okay. So you're going to just make sure, of course, if you recently got a divorce or became, married and you were single before, you got to pick the status you had in the year that you're talking about on the tax return that you're talking about. Okay. Okay. I'm putting in my social, my date of birth. All right. Privacy Act. Continue. All right. I'm going to pick my payment amount. All right, of course, you want to double check the payment amount you're making. You can pick a date that is now or in the future. Your payment is due on April 15th, or, if it's a later, one of the other deadlines are June 15th, September 15th, and January 15th. So if you're watching this video later in the year, it's one of those dates is the deadline. You can make your payment on the day that you're logging in if it's before the deadline, or you can make it for the deadline. All right, and now I'm going to click that I want an email because I definitely do want an email to confirm that I made this payment. That's going to serve as my receipt and I will keep that in my records. Also remember that this becomes part of your reporting for next year because on my 2024 tax return, which I won't file until 2025, I am going to need this receipt and I'm going to put the amount of payment that I made today because it's a prepayment of the tax bill that's due a year from now. So I want confirmation and a receipt that shows that I did in fact make that payment, and that will come dollar for dollar off next year's tax bill, right? Because quarterly taxes are a prepayment of next year's tax. All right. So I'm just going to review my information. Estimated tax, it's applied to the 1040 ES, which stands for estimates. Tax year for payment is the current year because estimated quarterly taxes are current, not retrospective. Payment amount, payment date, bank and account number, routing and account numbers for my bank, email, confirmation, and then I'm going to electronically sign. All right, submit, and I'm done. Now there is my confirmation. This is blanked out, but you will get a confirmation number. And I always like to take a little screenshot just to be totally sure, just in case something goes wrong with the email. I have a screenshot that shows my confirmation number. If I ever needed to use that, you can click print on the print screen, or you can check your inbox before you leave the screen to make sure you got the receipt. That's your last step. And then make sure that you keep that email in your tax receipt email folder in your inbox for next year's taxes, because you have prepaid a quarter of next year's taxes with this estimated quarterly tax payment. All right. Thanks for watching.